In this section of map and set, we are discussing the set. There are three relative questions to this topic. The set collection or data structure does not have keys. It has only values, and that too unique values. So if you add the same or duplicate value, it is ignored in simple words. It means you will have unique or non-repeating values only. To add values to a set, you can use the add method. It also has the size property to check the count of values. I will create let names is equal to new set. I'm using the add method now, so I'll say add first, let's say second, third. So there are 4 values. I'll add this first again as well, just to see that it maintains the unique value collection. Now I'm going to console log and will display names. Let's run this. I'll say node set.js. Actually, we have added 4 values, but if you see the output, there are only 3 values displayed. Let's also try the size as well. So I'll say console log, paste it, and names dot size. So there are only 3 values added to this names set. So this is the unique collection of values. The way we have used the add method, you can also pass an array in the constructor. Let me just comment this for the moment. Now here I'm going to pass, let's say first, second, and third. So this is also a correct way to assign values to a set. So still it has 3 values, and of course the size is also 3. Even if you try another value here, that will also be ignored. So you will always have a unique value collection. Set is also iterable, and you can put a for of directly on set collection. For each can also be used to loop through the collection. Let's check both the ways. First of all, I'll begin with for of. So now we are back to the original code we had earlier. Alright, so I want to loop through this collection. So I'm going to put a for loop here. I'll say for let value of names, and we display the value v. So when you loop through it, right, it displays first, second, and third. Now let's also remove this as it is not needed. Now you know that it contains the unique values only. In map, we have seen that we had values method. Let's try the same method here and see what happens. Anyway, because we wrote names, we got the values, because here we don't have key and value collection, correct? But here if you use values method, then what happens? Let's see this. It still displays the values. Even this does not have keys, but if you try the keys method here, that will also give you the output, and it will be values only. Not only this, even if you use the entries method with a set, it's also possible. If I run this, I'm going to get values in value and key part as well. So key and value, if you consider, both are values only. Now why these methods are needed anyway with set? Actually they are not needed, but just to make it compatible with map method, you see the same methods applied with set as well. Otherwise values, keys, or entries, they are of no use as such. In fact, the way we use for each here, let's try that now. Now you know that how to loop through the set. Let's try for each. So I'll say names dot for each. And now the callback function, you see this parameter, the tooltip displayed here says that value 2. It doesn't display key, and even the last one is the set. So the callback function we have here I'm going to say value 1, comma value 2, and the set. These 2 values are going to be the same only. It doesn't make any difference at all. So let's try that. I'll say v1, comma v2. They are going to be same because we don't have keys here. We just have values in the set collection. You see this? They both are first, second, and third. So key has no significance as such, but everywhere, just to make it compatible with the regular flow of map or maybe other variations of data structures, like even array has for each, right, which has 3 parameters like this, where key, value and the array itself we already have with array. So just to make it compatible, set does have all those things, but in case of key also you are going to get the value only. As long as values removal is concerned, set also has delete, which takes value to be removed, and clear, which completely removes the values. So let's try here. Now I'm going to try console log. First I'm going to display names, whatever is the value. You can check with size also, but that's okay. Names dot, I'll say delete. What you want to delete is, let's say I want to delete first. Again I'll display the set. Now if you run, you have this first set where there are 3 values, and in the second case we have just 2 values here, right? Now instead of this, if you simply say clear, there is no parameter you have to pass here in the clear. Let's run this. So you can make out that clear will remove all the values. So now let's discuss relative questions of this topic. What is the difference between map and set? So map has key and value, and set has only values, and at the same time it's a unique collection. So the values are not repeated. Even if you insert a value which is duplicate, that is going to be ignored in set, which doesn't happen with any other collection in JavaScript. The second question is, how will you remove a specific value from set? So to remove a specific value, you use the delete. Like this one here, we tried first, so it removed only that value. Remember, in case if this value is not found, it's not going to give you any error. So this is how you remove a specific value from a set. The third question is, what will entries method with set will return? So we have seen that here when we say for loop and the entries method, both the key and value are going to be the value only, because it doesn't have key in the set collection.